Hey there. Hello, hello. Let's see who's coming in here. Today we're talking about websites. It's 2022. Most of you are looking at having your own website, especially if you're starting your practice, or maybe you've grown your practice and now you're looking at making some tweaks. So we created a new website checklist for you. Whether you are doing your website yourself or you're hiring it out, we really believe in giving you information so that you're empowered to make good decisions on how to do your website well in a way that really works for you, meaning it brings in clients, it helps elevate mental health care in your community. So I'll be sharing the link to this checklist, but I want to just talk about the website issue and use us as an example. That it's one of those things that you're never going to get perfect. Like, honestly, that concept when it comes to running your practice can just kind of be thrown out the window right now. I know we want to have this arrival point, this pinnacle, but that's not life. That is often something we're refining, and our website is no different because our website reflects our business, and our business is adapting and changing, and therefore your website is something you'll always be working on throughout time, for getting it to be seen, for getting it to convert, for making it a relevant tool in how you build your practice. Right? It's no longer just a business card, because a business card is just like, you call me. But your website is a hub for starting the connection between therapist and client. It is the place where we can start the attunement process, where we can set the frame for what kind of work we do and how we do that work. And it is an opportunity to affect change before someone even calls. It could be the difference between someone calling. It can be the difference between someone finding the right therapist and not. So it's a really amazing tool, far above and beyond the old school business card model, right? I see so many of you hopping in here. Hello. Hey, Eliza, Niona, Maya, Anisha. Welcome. So in this checklist, we go over terminology so that you know what it all means. Because when you're talking to a developer or a designer, you need to know the difference and what to expect. Too often we see people invest money in building a website, but not getting what they expected just because there's a miscommunication and a lack of understanding in the language. So we're hoping that this checklist will kind of help explain things to you so that you feel empowered to make really good decisions in terms of what your website needs. So remember this, that the website is the hub of your digital marketing. You're still going to build relationships. You're still going to have communication with human beings, but it's a way that people can reference and find you and connect with you 24/7. It's a way you keep your practice open all the time. And once you have that set up well, then there's things that you can do to grow that website, and it can do even more for you. It can build a community. It could be a place where people actually book their sessions. It could be a tool for education, for those of you who want to grow into courses and things like that. So know that whatever you create your website today, whether you have one or not, if you're just starting or you've gotten one, it is an ongoing process to go back and make sure that it's working for you. That's one of the things we teach in our business school is, well, you can have a website, but how do you know it's working? How do you know it's converting? What does that even mean for it to convert? And how many people does it take to have that conversion happen? So in this checklist, we're talking about just getting it started, what you need to know, but then we want to talk too about other ways to grow that. You know, you may build this website, but how do you make it findable? What is search engine optimization? How do people find it? So if you're in here, you're welcome to chat and post your questions about questions you have around websites, I'm happy to answer those. But I think that too often times either we shut down because tech is overwhelming, or there's just a lot of moving parts, and so we want someone else to do it for us. But as the business owner, that does not rid you of the responsibility of understanding how it works. Because if you're going to invest money in it, or you're going to invest time into it, you want to know that it was worth it for you, right? You want a website that works in that it converts people to calling you, and that it really helps people. It's a change agent. It's a mechanism by which we affect change, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So we want you to check out this checklist. If you are in business school, you already have a template that you can use for your private practice that covers the components of accessibility, content, SEO. But if you're not in our business school, you're welcome to join. But you can at least use this checklist for you to know what to look out for as you're deciding where to build your website, if you'll do it yourself or somebody else will help you. I think it's one of those areas that you really want it to reflect you. And at the same time, you want it to connect with the client. It's a nice balance, right? It's not all about you. Actually, it's not about you at all, but it's about you demonstrating that you understand them, the client that's coming to you. I try to think about all the versions of websites that we've had over time with Zinni. And in the past year, we've done a refresh. And we're going to go back and see what impact that refresh has done, and we keep refining it. And the refresh came from listening to our clients and what their needs were, and making sure that our messaging matched up. So you can have the prettiest thing in the world. You can have the fanciest logo. You don't need that. What you need is a connecting message. All the stuff in this website checklist is great for getting the structure, but the heart and the core of it is your demonstration and understanding of the pain that the person is going through. Your marketing is an opportunity to make a connection. So ask yourself, are you making that connection? That is what therapists do best. We're the best marketers because we know how to empathize. We know how to put ourselves in someone else's shoes. So if you already have a website, I want you to go through the checklist. Be sure you really understand all the terms, how things work, that you've got the best setup for you. And then go back through your content and say, am I really connecting to the heart here? Because that's where change happens. Or am I just talking about myself? Or am I using psychobabble that no one else really understands? Listen to how your clients talk to you. It's what informs the messaging on your website. You can have the most amazing message, but if you don't put it on a functional structure, that's not good either. And we just wanted to empower you with knowledge so that you can make the right decision, so you do have a website that works for you. Because too many times I've seen therapists get hacked in WordPress because they don't know how to maintain, the tech side, making sure things are secure. We don't want that to happen to you either. So check out the free resources. Join us in the community. Some of you are already in here. There's tons of free training, but the latest is on our blog with the website checklist. All right. If you've got questions, post them and we're happy to answer. I hope you have a good rest of your Thursday. Bye.